All right. Good afternoon and welcome to the Johnson Sports Center. My name is Josh Burkholder. I'm the Assistant AD here at Northwest Nazarene for Communications. On behalf of the NNU Athletic Department, we'd like to welcome you to today's press conference announcing our new head men's basketball coach. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome Director of Athletics Paul Rush to the podium.
Thank you guys for joining us today. We're really excited to announce our next head men's basketball coach. We went through a national search process and looked pretty seriously at over 50 applicants, narrowed that down, and kind of found out we had a rising superstar in the coaching world that not only was an alum, but also a coach currently with us here on campus. He's somebody that's been really instrumental in our basketball program over the last 6 years. 15 years prior to that, NNU had only finished in the top 4 in the GNAC 2 different times. Last 5 years, we've been playing in the postseason with 2 NCAA tournament trips, 1 GNAC championship, and Jon Hawkins has been a part of that process. He's actually been the number one person I'd turn to in pretty much any decision we were making. He was our recruiting coordinator 4 years ago, and has been in charge of bringing in some high-level guys to this program. And then he was named our associate head coach 2 years ago, and kind of recognizing all the decisions that he has been involved with. I knew prior to that search process kind of who he was, but it was really cool to see him stack up against other candidates and have the other people in our search committee understand who he was. The players on our team, when I reached out to them, I would have gone for a little more sympathy or sadness about me leaving my role. But there was a lot of excitement and an unflinching response from players that had left the program a couple years ago to players in the program. Unflinching response and consistent across the board in their support of Jon as a head coach. I think he's the right person to lead the young men in this program and to mentor them and to pour into their lives. And this is evidenced to me by the players that have left this program and the lasting relationships he has with them. It's also evidenced by the trust and love these guys have for him and their willingness to go to him with what they're dealing with on the court or off the court. So I'm confident that Jon Hawkins is the right person to lead this group and lead this program as they pursue a national championship. So please help me welcome our next head men's basketball coach, Jon Hawkins.
Thank you. Thank you for everybody for being here. Good afternoon. I'm very honored to be standing in front of all of you. Honored. It is not by my own doing that I have this opportunity to become the 19th head men's basketball coach of this program. This might take a while. I apologize for that, but I have to acknowledge those who have impacted my life in order to help me get to this next chapter of my career in calling as a coach. Scott Fleming, for some reason, listened to our former AD's recommendation to hire me on staff back in 2015. Thank you, Kelly and Scott, for giving me this opportunity to begin my coaching career. Paul, you've been a blessing to me during my young coaching career. Your leadership methods, preparation, understanding of the game, your friendship has helped me formulate my own methods of running all aspects of a program. My family and I thank God for placing you in my life. My current players, your belief in me during this interim period to not jump in the portal, but to wait for the results, to no surprise, makes this group a special group. I can't wait to serve you all and go have some fun this year. To the entire NNU community, President Pearsall, former colleagues, professors of mine, old NNU teammates, alumni who have watched me as a single 20-year-old man downstairs to now, thank you. In some shape or form, you have all expressed your belief and have shown how much Jesus is in pursuit of me. My entire family, in-laws, brothers, my mom who's here, Dad, thank you for guidance and your support. Last, my wife, Savannah. God has been so faithful to us as we continue to trust his ways and his timing for everything. My wife was way tough, tougher than me. I don't know how she does it. Balancing being a full-time mom and a great one, full-time health professional, and at the same time being bought into the ministry God has called me and her. I'm not the coach nor man without you. I love you, and thank you for seeing things in me when I did it. I'm excited to see what God has in store for this team as we choose to seek him first in all we do. The expectation of this team is high, but as we work to set a path of success both offensively and defensively, we will continue to be a highly competitive program in the GNAC and in the nation. I can't wait to place an exciting brand of basketball on the court and for this community to see the growth of these players. With the strong support of the university and the NNU community behind us, we are set up for success. Come join us here at the JSC as we defend our GNAC title. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for being here. If you have any media members, if you have any questions for Jon, send them that way. If you have any questions for players, Christian Rose, raise your hand, Christian. We'll answer any of those. And thank you guys so much for coming out.